Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel, United by Flavor. We're here doing a series called The 50 States of Food, where we're on a mission to uncover the most iconic dishes from every state. If you haven't seen our previous episodes, go check them out. This episode, we're headed to Florida, and I know it's been a minute since we've done an episode, so I appreciate your patience, and welcome back. Thanks so much for watching. This episode's a little bit different because I actually received some recommendations for what to do for the dishes, so I didn't have to do a lot of research. What we'll be making is our version of conch fritters, and then the Cuban sandwich and key lime pie. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is make the conch fritters. Although you can see right there that that's not conch, it's shrimp. I couldn't find it, so I'm using that as a substitute, and we're just going to roll with it. This recommendation came from my friend Tori, so thank you, Tori. I really appreciate it. Basically, what we're doing is we're making a batter, which is some flour, seasoning salt, an egg. Dropped an eggshell in there. The best way to get it out is with the eggshell. And then some milk. So this is what it looked like. And then we're going to add in our chopped cooked shrimp and veggies. The veggies in this are mixed bell peppers, cut up really fine, celery, and onions. I cut up too much, so I didn't use it all in here, but we used it later. So there you can see what the batter looks like with everything added in, and we're just going to deep fry it. Um, the temperature is recommended to be 375 for the oil. So if you're going to make that yourself, keep that in mind. And it really didn't take very long. The shrimp is already cooked, so you don't have to worry about that. And it's just a matter of getting the batter golden brown. Okay, so we fried these up in batches and then put them on a paper towel to dry afterwards. And then to go with it, it's a sauce of ketchup, mayo, some lemon juice, salt and pepper, and hot sauce. So you mix it all up and you're good to go. And there we have it, the finished fritters with the dipping sauce. Let's test them out.
Okay, now it's time for my daughter's reaction. Let's see what she thinks. What do you think?
It's really good.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate your feedback.
Okay, here we go. Let's try it. This is so good. Nothing I've ever had before like this. It's really, really good. Okay, so the next thing we're going to make is a Cuban sandwich. And this is popular all over Florida, but specifically in Tampa. And I've had it there and it's delicious, so I'm excited to recreate it. The first thing I'm doing is mixing up a marinade because we're going to roast some pork and this is going to go all over it. It's vinegar, orange juice, garlic, tons of oregano, and then I added in some pre-bought mojo seasoning.
Okay, let's take a look. This has been baking for quite a few hours at 250. I haven't even know it keeps on it. Looking good. I'm going to turn the heat up to 350 and cook it uncovered now.
So this took a lot of time to cook, but it was pretty much all hands off. So if you're going to make this maybe the night before and eat it, and then use the leftovers for the sandwich. Here's all the other ingredients we need for the sandwich. We have some bread, butter, mustard, dill pickle slices, the pulled pork, and then Genoa salami that's specifically called for that. If you can get your hands on Cuban bread, that definitely is so worth it. Couldn't find any around. I just used the take and bake French bread, and I think it turned out pretty good. So what we're doing is we're making this in layers. We're layering our spread, so butter and mustard on one side, and then on top of the mustard, we're going to layer our pickles, and then put Swiss cheese on top of that. And then on the other side, we're going to build up our meat. So we're going to do the pork that we roasted, the ham slices, and the salami. Once we've constructed this, we'll leave it open, put it in the oven at about 400 to melt the cheese and get the salami all toasty. And then once that's done, we'll pull that out, put the sandwiches together, and press them. So how I did the press was I took another baking sheet and I put tinfoil down and then put that on top of the sandwiches. And then I used my pizza stone from the Connecticut video and put that on top of the two baking dishes. So we'll have a, a lot of weight on the sandwiches to smash them down. Of course, if you have a panini press, you could do that, but because I was making a lot, I thought this would be a good way to achieve that effect. Okay, so here's the sandwiches before they're pressed, and then the next shot you can see the what I built. So it's the cookie sheet, sandwich, cookie sheet, and then top with the pizza stone. And here's the grand reveal. See how it looks. I know it, so it kind of smashed them, or even more, but I think it still worked. It looks awesome.
Look at that bite. Okay, here we go. I wish I had the actual Cuban bread, but otherwise, it's legit.
Okay, final thing, key lime pie, except we're using regular limes, not key limes.
All right, let's get to juicing some limes. I don't have a juicer, squeezer. I don't know what those things are called. So I'm just gonna use a fork. But I have a feeling these things are gonna be like so dry. Yeah. And I have to do 2/3 cup. I'm getting like 1 drop. We'll see how long this takes. Okay, so let's check in. It's been 17 minutes and this is the juice of the entire bag of limes. I have to admit it's actually more than I expected to get. I figured out halfway through that if you cut the limes long ways, you can get a lot more juice out of it using the method that I was doing with the fork. So I'm gonna see if I can scrounge up another lime in the fridge, otherwise we might have to supplement with lemon juice. Ugh, sacrilege, I know. Well, Albie, look at that. I found one more lime in the fridge and we made it. Woohoo!
So squeezing the lime juice was actually the worst part. The rest is really simple. You just need 3 egg yolks, a can of sweetened condensed milk, and the lime juice, and that's it. I used a store-bought pie crust, and then I did make some homemade whipped cream at the end. But it's actually a fairly simple pie to make. I definitely recommend trying it. So basically the rest of what we're doing is just mix, mix, mix. So first we're mixing up the 3 egg yolks to put some air into it. Then we're going to add in the sweetened condensed milk and mix that all in. And then once we have the sweetened condensed milk and the egg yolks mixed up, we're going to um, mix in the lime juice. And now with the lime juice, you don't want to over mix it. So you just want to mix it to the point where it's fully incorporated, and that's it. That was what was said in the instructions, and so I guess it's just important not to overmix it.
I just purchased a store-bought graham cracker crust. Obviously, you could take it to the next level and make your own. It's not even that difficult to make your own, so. But not today.
Okay, so then we just pour in our mixture into the pie crust, and we're going to bake it for about 10 minutes until it's just set. That's all that you need to do, and then you refrigerate it for a couple hours. It recommended that you freeze it for 20 to 30 minutes before serving.
Okay, so now we're going to place it in the 350-degree oven for about 10 minutes until the filling is just set. Okay, it's been 10 minutes and it looks set. Let's take it out. Let this cool for like 10 minutes and then put it in the fridge. That's it.
So I just made some whipped cream by mixing up heavy whipping cream and powdered sugar and layered it on top. Look at how pretty that looks.
Here we go.
Yummy!
That's so good. Yes, love it.
Thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed. Subscribe and like for more food content. Have a great day. Bye.